Hello, my name is Matt Daher. I am a local musician, artist, organizer. I'm currently I'm currently a resident, not a live-in resident, but I have a my music studio here at Spread Art. Um, and I have been coming. I've been involved in different capacities in this space for the last like 5 years or so, and I've seen a lot of different changes happen over that time. When I first started coming here, it was definitely more of an experimental art space, interdisciplinary. A lot of music, experimental music and dance and theater stuff happening. Um, and I was grateful for that time. That I was really able to grow as an artist and really had a lot of leeway to just really come into my voice as a creator. And it's really, really been a huge blessing. Um, that said, um, you know, I've seen people kind of come and go from sort of being regulars at this space over the last 5 years. And um, yeah, I can say that in the last year and a half since Shiva Shamir took over as director, um, this has been the period that I've really felt the most sort of grounded and positive forces, sort of a gravity of community forming around this space. And what I really love about this space is it really, before Shiva took over, it was an either or space. It was very exclusively for experimental art, which again is something that I appreciate and that I definitely was able to grow in. Um, at the same time, it's also not really aligned with like the community that is surrounding the space. And so the fact that before it was really, experimental art to the exclusion of everything else. What's really wonderful about how things have been happening now is that it really feels like a both and space. Once Shiva took over and since the space has really been transforming, there are still some people from the previous community, the previous kind of group of experimental artists who the doors are still open to those people. And the space is also open to whoever in the community is trying to come through here and incubate ideas and incubate new creations and looking for opportunities to create their first art show or to do their first reading of a theater piece as a theater artist. There's a Kresge fellow from last year, Morgan Brion, who I'm pretty sure it was the reading of her first piece that happened here in this space. And to be able to provide opportunities for artists who are, maybe haven't like approached an institution before, that sort of thing is intimidating and they're trying to really learn how to sort of like be themselves and show up to that kind of interaction. It's like this is just such a warm and inviting space, and I've seen so many people come through and really were able to realize ideas that they were feeling a little bit shaky about it, that they felt like they needed a nurturing space to see through. And that I'm included in that as well. And I've seen that with so many other artists who have come through here. And again, both and. It really, at this point, this space isn't centered around any particular genre or any particular aesthetic. It's centered around people who are showing up with a really genuine energy, people who are showing up wanting genuinely to connect and create and to improve their communities and improve the space around them. So that for me is what feels really great about this space, is that there's so many people coming through here right now, working in hip hop, working in experimental music, working in theater, across all different mediums, working with, you know, working with music, working in visual arts upstairs. Just the way that the space is structured is just so perfect for so many different things. And organizing work as well. Right after, right when the Me Too stuff was blowing up on Facebook and conversations about sexual assault were really rising to the surface, over social media and, in public, the sort of dominant public conversations that were happening, I really wanted to try to put together some kind of a men's discussion and support group to be able to talk about sexual assault and talk about masculinity and unpack all these things and really get men together to do this work. And Spread Art was a space that it's like it wasn't even a question. They just said absolutely. They provided that space for me to be able to explore that for me and to actually grow a community of like-minded men who wanted to come together to do that work. That was something that grew right here in this space, right here in this room that I'm sitting right now. Yeah, so I'm very grateful for the opportunities that being able to access this space have provided for me. And I'm just so excited about all the different people who are coming through and all the positive energy and momentum that's been building in this place. And it's a blessing for me and for so many other people.